What is happening, YouTube? Well, it's about time to bug out of this place. One of the things that we've kind of figured out, don't wait till the morning you're leaving to do everything. If you don't put anything away the day before, whew, man, long day getting everything ready to go. Do what you can the day before. Do it now. So that's what we're doing now. We're getting all the non-essential stuff that we don't need to use tonight, stuff that was just out for long-term use while we were here. But I'm gonna pull up this rug. Shelley wanted that rug forever, so we finally got the rug. Mostly we got it because we were doing yoga outside. That was awesome, but it's so buggy here, there's no way. I'm not doing yoga in Bugsville, not doing it. So we do it in the bus. Pulling the stakes out for these things can be challenging, and it can kind of booger up your stakes. We like this kind of stake. It's got a little tab you can put a paracord or a small rope in, and it's got this little clip on the edge that you can clip loops down to. They work really nice. One of the negative things to them is when you go to pull them out, if you're not careful pulling them out, you booger them all up with the hammer trying to get a hold of them, and you'll booger up your mat trying to get a hold of them. So I sat around thinking too much. I got this figured out for myself. So phase one of this evolution was you pretty much need a sledgehammer to get them in most of the time, because you hit a few rocks or whatever, and a lot of times you have to reposition because you can't drive this through a rock. I've tried. It doesn't work out for you. It'll bend this, so when you go to pull them out, if you're taking your hammer when you're trying to pull them out and you're trying to just get a hold of that thing there, it gets all buggered up. So what I did is I took the slitter disc and I opened this up so it'll fit over that. And now I can get underneath everything and hook onto that without buggering up that plastic head, which the only reason to buy this as a tent stake is to get this little plastic head. Otherwise, you could just put a fender washer on there. I keep some fender washers for when these get broke off.
In your trusty bucket.
After you've ruined the little plastic head, you can just replace it with the fender washer. You don't have your little rope, and you don't have your little lip hook. You got to enjoy it while you got it. So here's another question for you. Should you put them on the outside and hook them with the little clip? Or do you just go through the mat like we did there? And I'm like, either way, it's gonna get wore out. But let me demonstrate the removal process of yours. I know that stake is right there, right? So now I can take this sledgehammer and hammer down, and it'll get on both sides of that stake right there. And then I can just go like that. I show you how to use the sledgehammer backwards. Use it backwards. This is not the way to use a sledgehammer. If this is still stuck and you can't get it out, then I put the sledgehammer like that and get that, use that as a lever block, and then I can pull that right out. For demonstration purposes, that was way too easy. We'll show you what this one looks like when we pull it out, because I tried carefully feeding them through the mat just to see. So, see right there, it just got on it. That. Man, look at that. Look at the size of that thing, YouTube. You little bastards. They've been eating me all week. Yeah, but so there's what happens to your mat if you choose to go through, which is basically trying to pick a spot and thread it through like that. But as it's set here, that opened up a little bit.
Not cool.
So another thing about these mats is the first thing to go is the corner loops. The neat little loop you can put the tent stake in, and you think, oh, life is beautiful. I got it down. You can forget that if the wind blows. That's the first thing that rips off. I think we still have 2 of them left, but they're the weak link of the thing. So there again. Now see, that's a good example. That one's coming up tougher. So you can get that far, And then stick your sledgehammer underneath there and get this back underneath the whole thing again, and you can get another bite of leverage on it like that. Now, this is what happens when you hit a rock and you decide, I can get it, I'll just keep going. Kind of, you know, I think I can straighten
Got the
it,
bends.
yeah.
Another thing too, tell them how just those four corners we have found will not hold your thing down.
So you can use your sledgehammer for a little bit of an anvil too, and I mean, it's straight enough to work. What? Right? Got to get over it being perfect. So there you can see on this loop, just from the pounding and in process, it's just about had it. For us, we've totally found right away that just pinning down the four corners is not going to work. If you get any wind at all, it picks it up in the middle and just rips those loops off of the end. So we usually put 4 on each side, each corner and 2 in between. That causes the least amount of damage to the mat. Seems to hold it pretty firm still. And yeah, so I'm loving this hammer with the opened up claw on it. Now here's another way you can get it on here like this, and you can bang them up so like that. But this Randy, the science guy, telling you, I don't know, what is this? This is perpetual. No, this is a weight and motion meeting. That's probably not a good idea. I don't know. You're probably wondering, why do I got some green ones and some orange ones? Well, if you're in the Aquarian phase on the north side of the moon, you want to use orange.
I thought green was for the pine trees and orange was for the desert.
Right, but actually, these are your high visibility people. These are so you can see them and you don't stub on them. Because it's pretty easy for these to be at a bit of an angle, and then you can hook your toe on them. Highly visible. You can see this thing from 5 feet away. Before we roll it up, we take the blower and get all the dirt off of it. It really makes it a lot nicer to pull it out the next time. Doug and Bobby, they had these blowers. Theirs were DeWalt, I think. I think they all had one. Kim and Daryl, I think everybody has a blower, because out here in the dirt, this is the tool, man. You can blow off the floor, you can blow off the engine on the bus or on the pickup, you can blow the pickup out or the bus. This thing is handy. I'm not trying to sell it because I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just telling you, this thing is handy.
And we went with Makita because...
Yeah, so only reason I got the Makita was I already had Makita tools. I didn't want to have 2 different kinds of batteries, so this thing is awesome. Ready to rock and roll?
Ready to rock and roll.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the great stakeout. Wasn't that awesome, pulling those stakes? Did you see that? If you like what you're seeing on the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit the notification bell. Help us share our journey with more people. Hope you have lots of love and joy in your life and lots of friends and family to share it with. Catch you in the next video.